I'm waiting on you. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Well, I need to. I ain't gonna be able to get over there till shit. It's gonna be about an hour. I ain't gonna be able to get over there till about an hour. All right. And what you want me to do? Oh, okay. All right. You got everything? All right. Uh, brother, what's up?
29-yard line.
Mike's 56. Check pass, check pass.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run with Howard. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Okay,
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, watch this.
They'll try to run for it with Howard.
I missed the fucking hole, man.
Not before he gets into enemy territory. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. On first down, Wentz. And
take that one-hand man over there.
It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, but it'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense?
Yeah, you see that one-hand man over there.
Ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Howard. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. To throw, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I'm taking my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run early in the down and distance.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. K.J. Wright. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And my goodness, this is incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the run. Watch the
Now Wilson.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
19. 49 the Mike. Hey, 0.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken to Fletcher Cox. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
53's the Mike. 4 down. Crunch time, defense. Let's go. Run left. Number 53.
Now it's Wilson.
Check 24.
His throw incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
53's Mike. Check. 53. Check. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He wants it all for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Shot.
Josh Gordon, 48 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Man, kick the ball. Boy, take forever to kick the ball.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0.
That was some bullshit. Hold on, man. Give me a couple Kool-Aid real quick.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Oh, no. Yeah, I did. On the 10.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here.
Hold on.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Wentz now on first down.
No, Roland. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me.
Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he will be brought down, but he's
McDougal.
got the interception.
Stop playing with you.
On the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go read option with Wilson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, keep it up. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Gun.
On 2nd down and 4. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
We got 5. What are you talking about?
That's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
53, Mike. Watch the out. 14, got it. 53. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Front left. Hey, alert 3. Gotta go in and out. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Go to work, Russell.
Mike, number 50.
They'll try and run down here with Procise.
Go to work, Russell.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Get back over there.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Turnover.
This is taken at his 4.
Knock the meat out of this taco with one hand.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that.
First half. This is 2nd and long. His man complete. And all the way up to the 49. It's a big play there for the Eagles. And even 40 yards. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Grade 15. Grade 15. Mike's 50. Hey, orbit. Mike's 56. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 2nd and 12. Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's right.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. Right there. 56. Hey, Haywood.
Here's Wentz to throw. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Hey,
they will
man.
take over
Boys out there
possession of
hitting.
football at their 42-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Touch 50, touch 50. Go.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson.
Man, come on, man.
Coverage terrific there.
I got this nigga beat by 5 yards, fool.
Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like this. Hate to see teams that are down. And when they get wins, you come with a little bounce, don't you? You got a little extra spring in your step. Those Bengals, and they beat the Jets, who at the time were hot, right? They won 3 in a row. How about Washington? That win over Carolina? And of course, the Dolphins, no one really saw that coming. Their win over Philadelphia, even though it was at home. Could those wins for those teams be the death knell for the teams that lost? The Jets, we're not going to talk about them anymore. Carolina, they still thought maybe a late run could put them in the playoff race in the NFC South. And then how about pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Jim.
Running from the gun with Howard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Oh, man.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, here we go. There. Let's go. Hey, we got 53, Mike, 53. Check tight end, check. Let's go double count right here, double count. Check.
Final play of the half, it's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jannard Avery able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, Wilson gets it to Gordon. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
All go special. Got it. Get wide. Go.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Check 9. Check 3. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Don't be mad.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Okay.
Avery getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Okay. We're not putting up with that no more. We're not putting up with that no more. We make adjustments. You know, I see these niggas coming
looking
quick.
for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to go down again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
59 yards.
Online, but off the crossbar.
Off the crossbar, boy.
A long-range effort.
Ain't Justin Tucker.
3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it. And now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Good coverage sack right there, boy.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw is Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Michael Kendricks. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now it's Lockett. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wilson now, operating from the gun. Flushed out right, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room on 2nd and 10.
You gonna see me? Check 53. Check 53's Mike. Friday. Check 81. Check. Front left. Nice.
Now it's Carson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the 3rd down.
Get him, boy.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
We own them. 49 to Mike. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. Got Gordon open, completes it. They'll get nothing out of the completion there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Watch the twist. 53's to Mike. 53. Check 53.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
No, they should have got that bitch off.
Mike,
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
74.
From the 45 on second down. Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 55 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 45-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Check 3. Front that. Front left.
Wilson. Able to get this to Gordon. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Check. One left. Check. He lurk. 3's Mike. Check.
On first down, pro size. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with pro size. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Wilson turns and gives to pro size. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Mike, 53, Mike. 66, pull it, high. 14. SOS. 53 to Mike.
On third down, Procise.
Let's get off the field.
He finds some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. C.J. Procise. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Eagles 7. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up second and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Yeah.
And that'll set them back 5.
Yeah, right over there. Oh, he didn't quit. All right.
They go with Howard again. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now Wentz on third down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trey Flowers picks it. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The drive starts with C.J. Procise. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
I'm just going to Just Go.
Say so long from Philly.
Well, man, if y'all watching, man, appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I'll get on somebody else's ass in just a little bit. For sure, man. Thank you for watching.